Meanwhile, Donald Trump is lashing out at new polls showing Ron DeSantis with an early lead in the 2024 Republican primaries.
He's just crushing him.
I know, even with that airport, Miami.
He's just crushing
Just to recap, the latest Wall Street Journal poll shows DeSantis with a 14-point lead. The USA Today Suffolk University poll has DeSantis with a 23-point lead.
And he's not even running. Like,
I know.
Ron is he's sitting in his home in Tallahassee, figuring out how to own the libs, and he's like plus 23 over Donald Trump.
Trump posted on his social media page that he has to, quote, put up with the same old stuff, claiming the Wall Street Journal has, quote,
prosecutors
lost an incalculable amount of influence, and that Fox News, which has not released new polling, has been, quote, seriously wrong from the day I came down the escalator.
Yeah, not really.
Some might agree.
Yeah, let's bring in national politics reporter for NBC News, Jonathan Allen. His latest piece covers Donald Trump lashing out at the polls, showing Ron DeSantis just absolutely obliterating him in the GOP primary polls. Also with the senior columnist for the Daily Beast, Matt Lewis. Matt, I just have to start with you. I would like to feel sorry for people who have been riding the Trump train for 6 years now and who still are stubbornly on the Trump train. But when you've lost General Flynn, when you've lost Steve Bannon.
This is true.
When you've lost Trump meme maker on Twitter, Cat Turd, perhaps you've lost the Trump base.
I think so, Joe. That's the amazing thing about this is that this is the first time we've seen hardcore right-wingers jump off the bandwagon, and I think it's partly because of the midterm losses. I think it's partly because of Ron DeSantis. And if you look at the contrast, it's pretty stark. Ron DeSantis, say what you will about him, but he is picking these culture war battles that actually have action items, right? So whether it's going after the Martha's Vineyard stunt or viewpoint discrimination, going after Mickey Mouse or now the vaccines, he's actually doing stuff in the culture war. And what is Donald Trump delivering for the populist right? What is Donald Trump giving the nationalist populist right? NFTs, which, as Mika points out, you could screenshot. Like that's Donald Trump's version of winning the culture war. And so I think that a lot of these folks are looking and saying, hey, this other guy over here, the governor of Florida, is actually doing our bidding, and he's younger. Look, the good news, I think, is if you're not a Trump fan, the good news is that the American public are fickle and that they've finally gotten bored with Donald Trump. The bad news is they've turned to Elon Musk, Kanye West, and yes, Ron DeSantis. Yes. So that's the state of play.
Let me just say to our friends at Room Raider, Matt Lewis, if we could get Matt back up again.
Yeah.
If you're sporting portraits of Joan Didion circa 1967 and Winston Churchill, that is a 10 plus right there.
And a guitar. Matt, I just want to point out, not only could you screenshot, but they claim that they are sold out.
Yeah.
Is that,
No, Mika's very skeptical.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, she doesn't believe that.
And he's not having dinner with anybody.
And Willie, Mika is still very hung up on the practicality
it's fraud.
of all this. Perhaps she's missing the bigger story here, but she really is hung up just
honestly, who would buy a hideous
of this
picture that will be emailed to you on your computer or whatever when you could screenshot a hideous picture and then delete it because it's so hideous?
Right.
I'm serious.
TV's Willie Geist, you take it.
She's very worried about the potential fraud here, and rightly so. Also, you stole the words from my mouth. I mean, Matt Lewis is shot right now. You've got Joan Didion and Churchill, the guitars. He's got some lights. This guy, he's got it all. He's got it all going on there. Yeah, that's a 10 out of 10. I'll just say it right now.
This is how you do a home studio. Everyone has to do this, and I call these the big two. Right here.
They're the big two.
Because they're two of my favorite writers. Not only was Churchill the greatest leader of the 20th century, but a good writer.
pretty
Absolutely.
good.
Excellent.
Absolutely. So, Jonathan Allen, you're writing about Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis and these poll numbers that we've been talking about this week that show huge margins for a hypothetical matchup here. If Republicans are given a choice, it looks like, for the moment, and increasingly, they like Ron DeSantis more than they do Donald Trump. So what does that all mean? I mean, obviously, we are a ways out here before the presidential campaign gets going in earnest. Donald Trump says he's running, but as Jonathan Lemire has been reminding us, he's done absolutely nothing that a presidential candidate would do. No events, no speeches, no rallies, none of that. So what are we looking at around the corner here? Is Ron DeSantis taking a serious look at 2024?
Yeah, absolutely, Willie. But let me just first say that if you act now, you can get a digital My Pillow along with that NFT from Donald Trump. So, just in case folks are looking for a little extra bonus,
$99.
That's available. Yeah. Look, Ron DeSantis is absolutely thinking about running. His folks are being quiet right now. They don't want to get baited into a fight with Donald Trump way too early, to borrow a phrase from Jonathan Lemire. And they're going to wait for quite a while. They're going to go through the legislative session in Florida, which ends basically next spring, early summer. And they're looking at Donald Trump and what he says about them as an effort to get them into a fight that they don't want to have right now, as DeSantis' numbers are going up and Trump's are cratering. The other thing is Trump seems a little bit afraid of DeSantis. If you look at his statement, he talks about the quote-unquote same old stuff from the Wall Street Journal and the Fox News. He's attacking the polling. He's attacking the news organizations. What he's not doing is attacking Ron DeSantis.
John Allen, is this a one-on-one contest at this point, Trump versus DeSantis, or are there other Republicans who, even if they're not figuring in the polls yet, do you think are going to try to contest if Trump looks beatable?
Yeah, if Trump looks beatable, and he does right now, certainly looks vulnerable, there will be other Republicans that get in the race. The best opportunity for non-Trump Republicans is to have one candidate, say Ron DeSantis, but for each individual candidate, they've got their own interests to pursue. So former Vice President Mike Pence looks like somebody who's likely to get in. Former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley. In fact, one of the polls that we've seen in the last week tested, I think, 15 different candidates. That was Politico Morning Consult poll. And what they found is, 45 to 30 for Trump over DeSantis, with 7% for Mike Pence. So the polls are a little bit all over the place. We are 2 years out. But if you're Donald Trump, you're a former president of the United States, you've dominated your party for 5 or 6 years, and you wake up in the morning, you look at polls that say the governor of your own state, Ron DeSantis, is beating you without even trying. You got to be really worried.
NBC's Jonathan Allen and the Daily Beast's Matt Lewis, thank you both very much for being on this morning.